So yesterday, there was a post on one of the Chabad websites about a fence going up, partial fence at the Ohel in the general area near the Rebbe's Ohel. I read it and it really disturbed me, and it probably disturbed many Lubavitchers worldwide. So I just want to briefly address this. First of all, the good news is the fence is taken down. I had someone there at about 2:33 in the afternoon, I believe, who walked around with his camera, and I was able to see the actual fence. And then a very short while later, probably an hour and a half, whatever, it was removed. So the good news is the fence is down. I don't know who's behind the fence, although I've heard this and that. The owners of the current Ohel section cemetery is Chabad of America and Canada, Aguch. There is a Chevra Kadisha that's been in place since 1942, established by the previous Rebbe in 1942. I've written all about this in this book called The Rebbe's Team. It's a new book. And I urge you, not because I need to make another sale, but if you want to have some understanding of the topic, I'm not going to go into it now. Read the section of the book called Chevra Kadisha. Okay, Rebbe's Team, Chevra Kadisha is the chapter. You can get it on my website, rabbidalfin.com, RABBIDALFIN.com. The fence was put up, and it blocked the gravesite, the cave of Moshe Kotlarski. Whether it was done intentionally, I don't know. It definitely has that feeling. The family, the Kotlarski family, wrote a letter yesterday, Tesvav Cheshvan, asking that the fence be removed because it's divisive, and that their father, Rabbi Kotlarski, was all about bringing people together. I second that. I knew Rabbi Kotlarski. I know his son Mendy and his brother Mendel. And the family is all about helping Yidden, helping Shluchim, helping Chassidim. Okay? I don't want to go into it. I've written about Rabbi Kotlarski too, and another in here as well, and another book about Chabad on college campuses. There's no place and no room for a silly fence in the middle of the Ohel where everyone's together. Everyone's together. That's the way the Frierdiker Rebbe and the Rebbe wanted it. The fact that Rabbi Kotlarski was given the place where he's buried, A, is divine providence, is Hashgacha Pratis. B, you have to go to the Chevra Kadisha. The Chevra Kadisha were the ones that authorized it. I know because I spoke to the head of Chevra Kadisha. I know the details, and I'm not going to go into it now. If someone's upset, I don't know why they would be upset. Rabbi Kotlarski deserves where he was put. Besides the fact that he has his father and brother on one side and his mother on the other side. So what's so terrible that he's near his family? I'm here for a positive message. Positive message is Achdus. This is what I keep on saying. Achdus, unity. This is all foolish, bickering and foolishness. It's a week before the Kinnis HaShluchim. Thousands of Shluchim are coming to New York. Thousands are going to be visiting the Ohel. Thousands are going to... Why did this have to come up now? And you see that whoever did it was called on it, and they took it down right away. I'm not saying that if the Aguch did it, they're not upset about it. Could be they're still upset. But regardless, there's a Bezdin, there's a Rabbanim, work it out. So I didn't really want to make this short video, but because the cat's out of the bag, as we say, we need to know what's what. And again, to understand the logistics, you have to go back to even before 1942. You have to go back to 1914 and 1924. There's a lot of history here to understand the structure of the Chevra Kadisha, the structure of Aguch, and all of that. And I'm just sharing with you what the records show, how to interpret those records. That's why we have Rabbonim. That's why we have leaders. And that's why we need Achdus. May Hashem help us that we only see the good in each other, and Taka the Neshama of Reb Moshe Yehuda Kotlarsky should ask Hashem and ask the Rebbe to bring Achdus amongst Chassidim, that all of this stuff should just dissipate. And this comes after a week when we had this horrendous issue in Eretz Yisrael from a Lubavitcher boy, which our hearts are so shattered and broken. And more than that, shattered and broken about bullying people and bullying children, and which has to have an immediate stop, immediate. And whatever has to be done to get rid of it, it's a crisis. It's a big crisis. So let's not worry about who's buried in the earth and why he's buried there and how do we like it, do we not like it. Let's take care about the bullying in schools and in yeshivas and girls' schools, and may we see Mashiach, who will bring this ultimate geula. It's Parshas Vayera, the idea of Achnosas Orchim, and which is something else that Rabbi Kotlarsky did so much in his life, and his family continues doing, and will be Zeicha to Geula Shlema because of Mamish. And this is not a paid announcement by the Kotlarskys. Shalom.